Hello guys and gals, and we will be reading Word a Day. It is a little bit of a comic book type format that basically teaches you the definition of obscure words, or maybe words that aren't so obscure. It is copyright 1963, and it is by Mickey Bach. I got my copy at Book Post 2, and I paid $1.50 for it. Which is not bad for an original book. And let's see, let's start out. Abstemious? Abstemious. It says it is an adjective. Moderate and sparing in the use of food and drink. Temperate. As to be had in good reason for being abstemious. Nothing for me, thanks. I'm watching my weight. And he's holding a mirror there, and that's cute. That's kind of a... Abstruse says it's an adjective. Difficult to comprehend in abstruse instructions. Do-it-yourself toy kit. And it says here, I'd like to get my hands on the diabolical fiend who wrote these instructions. Yeah. Okay. I know we should probably do one of these a day, but we're just going to do as many of these as we can. Because otherwise I'd have like 365 like 2-minute videos, and that's like, I don't know. Acrophobia. Noun. Dread of being at a great height. Otherwise known as the fear of heights. Kokasi lost his nerve, and he's cutting his stilts down, so he's closer to the ground. Okay. Adherent. Frankly, I wish he'd support my opponent. Re-elect Bascom. Noun. A person devoted to a cause or leader as an unwanted adherent. So he supports somebody, but they don't want his support. I get it. Allurophobia. It's a noun, and it stands for the fear of cats. The dog is there because it is afraid of the cat. Probably past trauma. Affront. It's a verb. To offend by disrespect. Insult openly as to affront authority. To face in defiance. As to affront an opponent. That elephant is, I don't know, soaking the guy. Next page, we are to aghast. Has anyone turned in a king cobra? And everyone's like, oh no, there's a king cobra on the loose. Okay. Aghast. It is an adjective. Terrified, seized with fear or terror, as he looked at the man aghast. Okay. Now, agility. The only time that mutt shows any agility is when I try to give him a bath. The dog is trying to get away from the bath, I guess. Okay. It says it's a noun. Nimbleness, quickness, and ease of movement, alert activity, quickness, and resourcefulness of mind. Okay. Now, next we have allay. You can stop worrying about our house, dear. It burned down. Allay is a verb. To make quiet or put at rest. To cause to subside or be still. To quell or to calm. Okay. That's kind of dark, really. But okay. Altruistic. That's pretty easy. It's an adjective that means unselfish. Go ahead, Leo. You take the first bite. So he's being altruistic to the other lion, letting him have the first go. Okay. Next we have... amanuensis. Wait. Amanuensis. Now read that back to me. Okay, it says noun, one who writes for or at the dictation of another, a secretary. So another name for a secretary is amanuensis. Okay. And just so you know, I don't know how to read these little pronunciation things. I don't really remember that, or what the little symbols mean. But anyways, this place must be closed if Joe's home cooking. Well, this place must be closed if Joe's home... Oh, if Joe's home cooking, I get it. Ambiguous, adjective. Doubtful, not clear, or definite. Having two or more possible meanings, as in an ambiguous sign. Yeah. Amicable. It's all right, sir. I always wanted a compact car anyways. Boy, that poor car. Okay. Amicable. Adjective. Friendly, proceeding from or exhibiting friendliness, peaceable, as it's unusual to find an amicable motorist. Amorphous. That one doesn't do a thing for you, dear. Okay, I think, yeah. Amorphous. Adjective. Having no definite form, shapeless. Okay. Anomalous. Adjective. Different from the common order. Abnormal, strange, irregular, peculiar. Pecco because he looks like the guy. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Appellation. Noun. Act of calling by a name or designation. My name is Montag, Witherspoon, Fletcher, Chatterot, but you, sir, may call me Butch. Arduous. I'd like to meet the fiend who designed this torture chamber, because of his balls are getting soaked in the moat, the water trap, or whatever it's called. I don't know anything about golf, by the way. I know there's sand traps, and I don't remember what the water hazards are called. Arduous. Adjective. Steep and lofty, hard to climb, difficult, arborous, as in an arborous course. Okay. Why can't he be like the other kids who refuse to practice? I guess that he isn't very good. Assiduous. Adjective. Performing with constant diligence or attention, persistent, devotion. Oh, devoted. Let's see. Assiduous is a good thing, probably. Astute. We're going to start with astute. Adjective. Okay, and that bear is putting up no hunting signs. That's cute. Adjective. Sharpened. No, shrewd. Keen of mind. Cunning. As animals become astute during the hunting season. Okay, yeah, they become more aware. Atavism. Finally, we're getting a little worried about him. Oh. Atavism. Noun. Inheritance from a distant ancestor or a trait not possessed by near ancestors. Reversion to an earlier type. Atelia. Atelia. I think that's pronounced Atelia. As in like I'll tell ya, but it's pronounced Atelia. Noun. A workshop or a studio. Ouch. The statue said ouch, which is kind of weird. Okay, banter. Your trouble is that you're standing too close to the ball after you hit it. Banter. Verb. Good-natured, unusual, witty, and playful teasing, as he was the object of considerable banter. Okay, we are to B now. Bipartisan. You can say that the bipartisan committee failed to reach an agreement today, and everybody has like black eyes and stuff. Okay. Bipartisan. Adjective. Made up of members of two parties representing both sides. Okay. Blandish. What an unusual, kind, and gentle face you have, Your Honor. Okay. Blandish. It's a verb. To flatter gently as to blandish a person for special favors. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have broach. That wasn't the place to broach the government report on smoking. Ed's smoke shop. Yeah, okay. Broach. Verb. To utter, publish first, introduce as a topic of conversation. So he brought up non-smoking in a smoke shop and got kicked out. I get it. Okay, now I need to change my position here. Okay. Bucolic. This young feller is trying to steal my suitcase. Oh, hotel. Okay. Adjective. Rustic, rural, or shepherds. Countrified. Countrified. As bucolic ignorance. Yeah, so it's kind of like somebody rural going to the city and not understanding how things work. Got it. Buoyancy. He swallowed my balloon, so the dog is floating. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Buoyancy. Noun. The quality of being able to float as on water or in air. Gaiety of spirit as to suddenly gain buoyancy. Okay, so it can be like a buoyancy of spirit too, or soul, or being happy. Cache. Noun. A hiding place for food or supplies. I thought you had our food in a safe place. The bear found their supplies. Cacophony. Sure, it's cacophony. That's why it will be a hit with the kids. Ace Music Publishing Company. Okay. Cacophony. Noun. Harsh or discordant sound or an instance of it. Hence, discord. I didn't think they had discord back then. I'm kidding. Miss Jones, how can I concentrate with these rose petals banging on my desk? Cantankerous. Adjective. Erratic and ill-tempered, unreasonable, as in cantankerous, as in a cantankerous tycoon. Carp. Soldier. That's not the regulation uniform for duty, for guard duty, when he's got an arrow through his hat. He's lucky he doesn't have an arrow through his brain. Okay. Carp. Verb. To find unreasonable fault. Kind of like Magikarp. Everybody finds a fault with Magikarps. Rover buried Joe's compact car again. Castigate. Not to be confused with the other thing that rhymes with castigate. That's really unpleasant. It is verb to punish, reprove, or criticize severely. Okay. Celerity. Noun. Rapidity of motion, speed, swiftness. One thing about doing business with Fred Jordan, he always gives you a fast answer. Okay. Chauvinism. Noun. Vainglorious or exaggerated patriotism. When the Dodgers are in spring training, he's in spring training. Getting ready to root for the Dodgers, I guess. Go Dodgers, I suppose. Get another page going in here. Okay, this is probably it. Yeah. Okay. That new hairdo makes you look 40 years younger. Okay, wow. Okay, what's this one? Coiffeur. Noun. A headdress or manner of dressing the hair. Coiffeur. Commiserate. Tell Johnson to stop commiserating with the taxpayers. Internal Revenue Service. Okay. Commiserate. Verb. To feel or express sorrow for. Okay. Compassion. Yeah, some people do need a definition of this word. Your boss called and said you won't have to come to the office for a few days, and it looks like he's all strung up. All broken legs and stuff. Compassion. Now, sorrow or pity, excited by the distress or misfortunes of another. Sympathy. Okay. Consensus. It was the consensus of my class that I would be the most likely to fail. Okay. Consensus. Noun. The collective opinion, a general agreement. Okay. C. O. 2. We continue to C. O. Consternation. Noun. Overwhelming fear or alarm as the lobster caused great consternation. Oh, the lobster's going to be grabbing her. Took us. I see. It's going to... That would be sexual harassment, but the lobster doesn't know any better. Contrition. Noun. Sincere repentance. So the dog... I think that's a dog. Yeah. The dog broke the vase and now it's sorry. That's a lamp. Oh, that's a lamp. It's got a cord, not a vase. Okay. Contrive. No, sir, I do not find it difficult to keep my in basket empty. And it looks like he just puts all of his in stuff on the floor. Okay. Contrive. Verb. To devise cleverly, plan, bring about, effect, invent by scheming. Ooh, I like that one. Rover flunked out of a B in school. Okay. Contumacious. Contumacious. Adjective. Rebellious, stubborn, disobedient, as in a contumacious animal. Okay. Copious. Copious. Adjective. Full of thought, matter, or the like. Also wordy, diffuse, or profuse. He's writing something for posterity, whatever that is. It's a caveman making a thing. Tablet. Cosset. Verb. To treat as a pet, to fondle, to pamper. Martha spoiled him when he was a cub, and the lion is sitting on her lap. That's kind of dangerous, but okay. Covenant. It's a deal, 50% off if you won't tell people where you bought it. Okay. Covenant. Noun. An agreement between persons or parties. Covenant. Critique. Noun. A critical estimate of a work of literature or art. The art of criticism. A critical discussion. What did the committee think of your exhibit? And it looks like they didn't like it. They bopped him over the head with it. Cumbrous. If I had to do it over again, I'd take up the piccolo. Because the piccolo is a tiny flute. Cumbrous. Adjective. Unwieldy or burdensome. Okay. Let's keep going. Are you sure you have enough strength to carry those pills home? Debility. Noun. Weakness, feebleness, or infirmity. Delineate. Verb. To represent by sketch, design, or diagram. To portray, hence to represent accurately or describe. Chief, the bandit looked like this. And it looks like the police chief. Okay. Demented. You two had better be going to the masquerade. Insane or mad. As in, like, British mad, not like, I'm so angry I'm going to turn into the Hulk. That would not be demented. Denizen. Come over here where the water's shallow, and he's, like, walking on a shark. That's cute. Denizen, noun. An inhabitant, as in a denizen of the deep. Derisive. Adjective. Expressing ridicule as a derisive gesture. Okay, so the rabbit is holding up a target to tease the hunter. Okay, it says here, you're a dermatologist, so don't do anything rash if I ask you to cure my itch for travel. Okay, dermatologist. Noun. One skilled in the science which treats of the diseases and structure of the skin. Okay. Deterrent. That'll keep him from spending so much time at the water cooler. Oh, there's a piranha in the water tank. I get it. Okay. Adjective. Serving or tending to prevent or hinder. Okay, we have 10 minutes left, and we are going to keep going. Okay, I'm going to have to... Here. Devotee. We have time for one more game before the ceremony. Devotee, noun. One zealously interested in a special subject, enthusiast as devotees of bowling. They must really like bowling. Dexterity. Okay, so we have agility, and now we have dexterity. She can take 120 words a minute, Chief. Wow. Okay. Noun. Quickness, skill, and ease in using the hands. Mental quickness or readiness. Okay. Diabolical. Greeting cards. Get lost cards. Diabolical. Okay. Adjective. Devilish, wicked, as in a diabolical pastime. Disconcert. Verb. To throw into confusion, upset, destroy, the self-possession of, as Rover's rapt attention tended to disconcert the pianist. Oh yeah, he's up there watching her on the piano. Okay. Disconcert. Dissonance. Miss Finch, bring in the net. Okay. Noun. Discord. A disagreeable mingle of sound, lack of agreement. Diverting. Harry, please be serious. Adjective. Amusing, entertaining, and distracting. Okay. Durance. Noun. Imprisonment. If you don't mind to prefer to suffer... Oh. If you don't mind, I'd prefer to suffer in silence. Okay. Dysphoria. I have been able to get into the spirit of... Oh, I haven't been able to get into the spirit of Christmas lately. Okay. Give. Okay. Dysphoria. Noun. A sense of ill-being and dissatisfaction. Okay. I think we probably have time to get to F. I'm not sure. Ecophobia. The dislike of home. Okay. Ecstatic. Maggie finally got her engagement ring. Okay. Adjective. Very thrilled, in a state of rapture, emotionally exalted. Okay. Effrontery. I'll blow the whistle if you don't mind. Okay. Noun. Undue liberty, shameless boldness, undisguised arrogance. Ooh. Effusive. Adjective. Pouring out or forth, unduly demonstrative. I wish your new boyfriend would get writer's cramp. Oh, she got all kinds of letters. Enmity. And so we come to the end of another program on art discussion, and they got it. They went crazy. They got it all and went crazy. Now, ill will on one side or both, hatred, especially mutual antagonism. Ensconce. Verb. To shelter, to hide, settle comfortably or snugly. Oh, that's cute. Entourage. That was a TV show. He's prone to accidents, so he carries a bunch of people with him. Entourage. Noun. Associates, attendants, or followers collectively, as he always traveled with his entourage. Entraîneur. You can take Harry. He keeps everything under his hat. Which you can see he does. Okay. Between us, hence in confidence. Entraîneur. Okay, we have epicure. Let's wait for something better. Epicure. Noun. A person who enjoys luxurious things, especially the dainties and delicacies of the table, as the epicure was hard to please. Equanimity. It's nothing to get excited about. Okay, it looks like there's a fish in the water and they're underwater or something. Okay, now, evenness of mind, calm temper, composure as he surveyed the storm with equanimity. Okay, that's a hard one. Eschew. I'd helped break that up, but I eschew violence. Okay. Verb. To abstain from or shun as something wrong or distasteful. Okay. Espionage. Chief, one of our men just stole a sample of the enemy's secret weapon. Espionage. Noun. The practice of spying on others or the employment of spies. Okay. Just making sure. Excoriate. Verb. To strip or wear off the skin, to flay or censor scathingly. Dear, why don't you ask to be transferred out of the complaint department? Excruciating. Adjective. Torturing, so intense as to be painful or distressful. Oh, distressing, rather. We're in trouble. Exigency. Noun. A time, case, or situation that needs immediate attention, urgency, as in a state of exigency. How large a tip did you leave the waiter? Oh, and then there comes the soup after him. Exiguous. Adjective. Scanty in amount, meager and little. Okay. We're only going to go to F, so okay. Expatiate. Expatiate, okay. Hold on a minute, Gert, until I have someone get me $10 worth of change. Oh no. Verb. To enlarge or in discourse or writing or talk freely and at length. Expedient. Keep your finger in the leak while I run out and have lunch. Oh. Adjective. Something that furthers or promotes a desired end. A means used in an emergency as in an expedient solution. And lastly, we have exploit. Verb. To utilize, to get the value out of, hence to make use of basely for one's own advantage or profit, as to exploit one's friend. I don't like the way he uses his friend to get places. He's using him as a bridge. And we will start with F when we continue this video in the next episode. We made it from A to F, so A through E anyway, so we are getting pretty far in this book, which is kind of educational. Anyways, thanks for making it to this point in the video. If you like this content, then make sure that you like and subscribe and that you ring the bell so you know when I upload. And if you want to support me, all the information is in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.